Hey, good morning, Joe. Steve from Lakeshore RV Center. Gonna do the walkthrough orientation on the motorhome here. Might be broken up into two videos because it's gonna maybe get a little bit long here, but we'll start on the outside. Towards the back here, we'll wrap ourselves around and then finish on the inside. So basically in the back here, what you have, you were asking about the hitch. You have the back hitch right here. It's right up 7,500 pounds, 700 pounds of tongue weight with the weight distribution, and then it has the plug-in right there for the 7-way. There's a brake control that's built into it as well. I'll show you that up on the dash, so you can adjust the electric brakes of whatever you're going to be towing. Blue line right there, that is going to be for a gas fitting. That's tied right into the main gas line if you wanted to hook like a camp stove up to it. So we come around the side here, this big compartment right here, this is storage. And as you can see, that goes all the way through to the other side there. And I'll show you that as we work our way around. Right here you have two items. This right here is for your fresh water. Little sign right there, just for drinking water only. You'll put that in, that'll fill the fresh water tank. There is a gauge on the inside that'll show you how full that is. But basically, the technique is you'll just stick the hose in. The hose will actually fit right inside there. And turn it on, and once it starts, the water starts coming out, then it's full. It's not really super scientific or anything, but that's kind of it. You have a little vent right there, so the water will just come out when it is full. Next to it here, you have your hot water heater right there to access it. And this is all controlled from the inside as well. As far as winterizing it, pulling the plug, this plastic plug right here, that's what has to come out. That'll drain the hot water heater. This will be obviously unwinterized when you receive it. Underneath, another storage compartment. There's a little box in here, and then this is actually your water filter system. You can see it right here. And how that there's a bypass for it as well, but that right here, that canister will actually take these cartridges right here that are in the box, and there's a couple more inside the box for you that you can have. Generally that'll last you at least a season. The one I had actually lasted 2. So but that is the filter for the fresh water that goes through the system. As we go around a little bit more, this rectangular panel here, this is access for the fridge. You won't need to do anything with that. Just under it, this is the furnace exhaust. It says don't block openings and hot. That will get hot when you're running the furnace, so just be mindful of that as you're camping. If you put anything up against the motorhome, you don't want it resting up on this. Just below that, this is the propane. And really, again, there's nothing for you to do but to know where it's at, so when you go to get it filled, you'll know which side of the vehicle it's on. And there's a content gauge for that, showing you how much propane's left as well. I'll show you that when we go to the inside here. Moving over, you do have storage. 2 storage compartments. You do have the outside TV, which is just under the window right there. Put this up. And the second storage compartment right here. Just for whatever you want to store, miscellaneous stuff. A lot of campers will have through storage. Motorhomes just have a ton more storage than like a regular trailer would have. And then as we go around the front here, you have more storage on the other side. I have to slide out in right now. I'll show you how to take that in and out as well. This first compartment, this is your own generator. This is a gas generator, which feeds right off the main gas line. There is a safety feature with it. Well, kind of a safety feature that when your gas gets below, I believe it's a quarter tank, the generator won't run. That's just so it doesn't run you out of gas. that generator, you can run it when you're going down the road. That way you can use the electrical part of it, like the AC in the main cabin part of the coach there. You can use the microwave, so you can plug in, you could use the TV and things like that as you're going down the road. That's what the generator will provide for you. Next to it here, this is your power cord, and then how this, it's just loose. It plugs in, it is a 30 amp right there, and then this is the part that will actually plug into the coach. I'll show you where that's at in just a second. Right next to that, it's just a big storage compartment again. And then as we get over here, this is where you would plug in the power cord. I have it plugged into one of ours. Right here, it just goes in. It's kind of a twist. You can see how it's threaded. Put it in, and then you'll give it a twist, and then it will thread on to stay locked into place. Next to that, that's for the gas for the coach. And then as we move over to the next section here, this is where you're gonna you have your city water connection. What this means is, if you're at a site that has a water hookup, you'll hook up right to here, okay? And then that will pressurize the entire system. The other thing, where I showed you to fill your freshwater tank, you can do that if you're at a site that doesn't have that water hookup. You would fill the propane tank and then use the water pump to pump the water throughout the coach for the bathroom, for the shower, for sinks and that. When you're hooked up to the city water connection, you don't need to do that. It's automatically going to be pressurized, just like your house would be. Next to that, where it says caution, this is a black tank flush. Your black tank on it, and you can see the black tank handle right here, but black tank on an RV, that's your sewer tank. Anything that goes down the toilet is going to go in the black tank. So that's the pull for it right here. You pull that out, that'll open the valve for it. That black tank flush, you'll hook a hose up to it, and then what it will do is it will jet out any of the remaining sewer or sewage that's in the tank there. You want to make sure that that black valve is open when you hook up the hose to that, so there's a way for that water from the hose to discharge out. Otherwise, if you close that valve, there's nowhere for that water to go except for up through the toilet. So black tank flush, hook the hose up here, open the black tank, turn the water on there, probably let it run, I'd say 5 to 10 minutes, and it'll flush out that tank. Right next to it, you can see the gray valve. Gray valve is what they call dirty water. That's anything that goes down the shower or the sink. That'll go into its own tank. So generally, when you're gonna empty tanks, you'll empty the black tank first, and then you'll do the gray second. And the reason for that is the hose right here that you'll use, that hose hooks up right here. What you'll do is have all the sewer go out the hose, and then what you'll do is you'll flush the hose out with just the gray water. A little bit cleaner water. It helps keep that sewer hose cleaned as well. So kind of the order of sequence there. And then right next to it, this hot and cold, just as an outside shower. They keep it out in this area just in case you need to wash anything down when you're done with all your connections here. And then moving around to the back here, this is the other big pass-through storage door that we saw on the other side. That's just the other part of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video now, and then I will start a new one for you to show you the inside.